my mind, LeBron James is the greatest basketball player who ever lived, ever played.
Never saw Michael
Bigger, stronger, faster. Hey,
he never saw Jordan.
Okay, I get. And everybody's fight with LeBron is that he doesn't have the killer mentality. If he gets a championship, which I expect next season with Anthony Davis, I'm putting him on the Mount Rushmore. It's going to be impossible.
For one championship?
One championship on the Lakers, and he's on the Mount
Listen,
Rushmore.
you know why you think that? You played for the Clippers. They've never made a conference final. Lakers have 16
Not for one. If he wins 3 in a row, yes. You can't be on the Mount Rushmore after you win one. You can't do it.
If he gives it one and the difficulty and what he had to go through.
Okay, then why isn't Shaq on?
Hold on. You said LeBron James the greatest player ever?
Ever.
What about Michael and Kobe? So you just gonna pass Kobe up like that?
I'm gonna pass Kobe up. I'm gonna look at Michael. I'm gonna look at the. I'm gonna look at.
I knew it. Patron America.
Yo.
Patron America.
Kobe Bryant couldn't fill, or Michael Jordan fill LeBron's shoes. The impact that he's had with different teammates, different organizations.
Would you be mad at me if I just walked off the show?
You can't leave.
Hey,
Are
you aware that this man has tripled and doubled Michael Jordan in assists? Assists make other players better now.
I'm going to say one thing to you, Max. I don't know the numbers like you do. Michael Jordan is what in the finals? 6 and what?
Oh.
And what is LeBron in the finals? That's all I got to say.
Shaq, how many
times did MJ see the Warriors, though?
Oh, I'm glad you brought that up.
Will you stop it?
I'm just saying, though.
Stop it.
He's going to beat the Warriors?
He's
going to beat
Shaq,
KD,
when Jordan
Steph,
retired.
Clay?
When Jordan retired.
No!
Yes.
They're going to beat that team?
Yes.
Because not to mention, they're not going to guard Rodman, and they're doubling every time MJ.
Listen, first of all, you got to hit those threes. Okay.
They hit them.
Another question. What era are we playing in? We playing in the big boy era where you can knock people on their ass, or we playing in this little cupcake era now where you can't touch people? Give me an era.
I think they win in both eras.
Will you stop it?
Oh, hold on. Is Clay not tough? Clay couldn't play back then?
Whoever's paying him to say all this stuff, I will pay you double to stop it.
Hold on.
Stop it.
Are the Rockets still contenders?
Yes, if they play the right way. Tension is good. Besides my show, this is my favorite show. And I see you, well, not you, but I see you and Miss Stephen, and you have tension every morning. All the stories I heard about the past greats, if they had tension, they had beef. But when you step inside the lines, you got to respect each other. So if you just get off the ball every now and then.
I don't agree.
Why were you able to?
No,
you got to keep
people involved.
Here why though?
Stop it. He can't take every shot.
The reason they're not contenders is because they don't have the right personnel.
Are you
James isn't low.
Will you stop it?
Yo, James isn't willing to pass it. When he passed the ball to PJ Tucker, he 3-and-D. He either shot or rim. Then you talk about Golden State. You hit Iggy, he shot fake, rim, dribble, second, third play. Those guys aren't used to having a basketball.
Dribble and pass, not put it between your legs 10 times and wait for the shot clock to come down.
But when we played against each other a couple of times.
Elbow you.
No, we got to bring. He keeps denying
what,
this.
in NBA 2K?
No, in the game. We got the video.
Let me be the judge of this.
What's this about, Diesel?
What's what? What did I do?
Oh, that's you that went down,
You put your boy on the floor, yo.
I did not.
Look.
I didn't touch him. What are you talking about?
Oh, yes.
Stop crying, Dirk Nowitzki.
Hey, man. So we're playing against each other.
First of all, my hand is there. You just ran into it.
No.
With the elbow to the face, you did a big
Ryan,
move.
I didn't even know you were there. What are you talking about?
There's a fan that said, "Come on, Shaq." He said, "Okay." I said, "Oh my God."
It was accidental. I apologize.
Ask Mutombo. Yeah, you're a big man.
And I'm going to send you on a cruise to Russia.
Hey, no.
That's Ryan Hollins, by the way, in case you've never met. Why don't we wait till the end of the playoffs, finals, and everything, and then say, all things considered, who's the MVP? Doesn't have to come from the finals winner.
Why are you dancing around the question?
The MVP.
Why are you dancing around the question? It's about being overrated, not an 82-game season. That's not what it's in question right now.
Therefore, what we would say after every single season is James Harden is not in the conversation for MVP. Like, I hate to break it to everyone. And Ryan Hollins. He's not a good defender. Gotten better, but still not a good defender.
He led the league in deflections. And was second in steals. He's a decent. When he wants to be, he's a decent defender.
Right. When he wants to be, he's a decent defender. He does get into passing lanes, but you can't say he's a good defender.
Hold on. You can't neglect that. He led the league, second in the league in steals.
Is he a good defender, yes or no?
He's a quality and serviceable defender when he wants to be.
Serviceable.
Listen,
You see these words you're using?
Hey, the one thing about the NBA playoffs is everything gets down to details. They are going to come out and dissect your team and the personnel play by play, personnel by personnel, person by person. So when you look at James Harden, you can't just look at him and say he underachieved. They didn't have the personnel to come out and get the job done.
Look, 2 years ago, 2 postseasons ago, they had a Game 7 at home. No Chris Paul. James Harden, here's your chance. They went 0 for 27 at a certain point from 3. It was the worst three-point shooting night in the history of basketball, like including in rec leagues, everything. Never been a worse three-point shooting night. Many of them were, yes.
Oh, no, they
Many
weren't.
of them were. Many of them
do you
were open
understand
shots.
what the Golden State game plan was? It was to usher him to the rim. So he took what the defense gave him. They literally opened the gates.
Many
as you
of
saw
them were
Utah
open
do.
shots.
You know what the Utah strategy was? Where they opened the gates and said,
Yes.
go ahead and take a layup.
Many of them were open shots.
You know
You
where
wanna go
that
back and look at the video?
They were not. Do you know where that started? It started with the Warriors. So he took what the defense gave him. Listen, and the one thing is, if he goes to the hole, he makes the right play, and his teammates don't make plays, the personnel's not there in the same way. If he goes off the floor and Chris Paul can't make things happen like he once used
that's
to.
2 years ago. I'm talking about 2 years ago. There was no Chris Paul.
He's in my top 5.
So
He's in my top 5.
Is Kawhi in your top 5?
Yeah, Kawhi's in the top 5.
Is it Kawhi?
Hold on. Are we counting KD? Because
yes, we're counting KD. Counting everything he did. KD did more in the playoffs than Harden.
KD, Kawhi, Bron, Steph, Harden. I'll give you one.
Okay, here we go.
I am intrigued. I'm not fully sold on Brooklyn right now.
KD and Kyrie.
Sold on Brooklyn.
Wow.
I'm not fully sold on Brooklyn.
KD and Kyrie is overrated.
I'm not fully sold. I'm not all in.
Yeah, I would
You can have this
I
nonsense.
support you walking
you
away on
gotta
that.
be kidding me. You gotta be kidding
not
me.
all in.
I'm not.
Wow.
This isn't performance art. This isn't acting. You gotta be kidding me.
You're all in? I'm not all in. I'm not all in.
I tell you, the Miami Heat trading for Jimmy Butler to be a 6-7 seed is overrated,
Yeah,
and you're like,
losing this
that's
one.
nuts. And then, when forced to find, look at his face. Get a close up because your
we'll
ice
see you
skates
tomorrow,
are
Will.
slipping. Hey, you said KD and Kyrie to the Nets is overrated.
What's your expectation?
I don't need to talk. I don't need to talk.
No.
Hey, let me ask you something, buddy. Open them big ears up of yours. What are the expectations for KD and Kyrie in Brooklyn?
This
as soon
year?
as they join? No,
This year?
no, when KD's back. What are the expectations, those two playing together?
Titles.
When he passes the ball, he can't help if Klay Thompson ain't on the floor. He can't help if Iguodala won't even look at the rim, if Draymond Green won't look at the rim, if Kevon Looney's missing, if Boogie Cousins can't jump over a phone book, a credit card, a cell phone. Boogie Cousins couldn't jump over a cell phone, bro. So we blame Steph Curry? Keep in mind, the shot that he missed, okay? The shot that he missed that would have extended the series out.
Yeah.
It was the hardest shot in basketball.
My boy Kawhi Leonard dribbled around Ben Simmons,
Stop
very
it.
good defender.
Stop it.
And shot the 3 in the eyeballs of Joel Embiid,
Everybody
an
knows
all-world
how-
defender, to hit the 3 to send them to the next round. What are you
That
talking
defense was so
about?
horrible.
What are you talking
You know
about?
how bad that defense was?
I saw
There
a
you
lot
go.
of improvement in the finals from Steph in these finals. Improvement, but he ain't there yet. You have look.
What is
of
there?
all-
Hold on. What is there yet? He's an NBA champ.
I will explain. 6'3" and under. You could argue he's the best who ever did it. And this game selects out for height because, not in your case, but in most people, because you're closer to the rim.
Such a troll. It's unbelievable.
The rim,
He doesn't stop.
the rim is elevated, so the taller you are, the better. Like it's to your advantage. Even small
Is
ball.
that your logic?
Even small.
Hold on. Is that your logic? Being taller is better?
Even I said not in your case.
That's
I know
your
it's hard for you to understand. It's hard for you to understand.
Well, first off, I want to congratulate Giannis because those believe that I've been incredibly hard on him through the whole season. But unfortunately, no, they got it wrong. He was not the MVP of the NBA.
Let me tell you how good Giannis is. It's hard to imagine. Ryan Hollins, imagine a guy your size, but really good at basketball. Like, think about that for a second.
I could probably get a layup versus the Lakers right now.
Whoa.
Oh, I had them broad shoulders. That's why I could just put the shoulder in you. And DeMar reminds me a lot of myself. You see all these kids doing a step back is because I pioneered.
Oh, my. So you created the step back?
Oh, I just made it famous.
Big.
Uh-oh. Easy.
This is
If we was all in our prime versus them in their prime,
Oh, here we go.
they would sitting on no championships right now. If we was in our prime, you had the 33-year-old Paul, 35-year-old.
Is that your prime?
You were in your
36.
prime. What kind of-
No, he wasn't in our prime.
I mean, if
Come
Will
on.
Chamberlain was in his prime,
He was in
Bill Russell was in
mid-30s.
his
They
prime.
was 26, 27. If we all were the same age.
I feel like that's not the argument, though.
We pushed them to 7. We pushed them to 7 games.
Right.
I'm 35 years
How about
old.
this? How about this? Wade won a championship in Miami without LeBron.
That's Shaq.
LeBron won one in Cleveland without Wade, and still they won a couple together. Y'all got one.
We got injured
They
after the first
played
year.
each other. Oh, they did play each other.
missed
They
half
did.
the season. Then the next year we lost Perk in the finals. You got to be good and lucky. Come on.
Well-
if it was healthy, we'd be sitting on 3 chips.
You know who the
Peter overall, he's got more playoff points. Paul, riddle me this. Who's the better NBA player?
That's easy. I can say that off the bat. That's me. If you give me Shaq, if you give me LeBron,
They did. Called the big three.
Yeah, we got that late, but like early in my career.
I mean, what are you doing
If you
right
give
now?
me these guys early in my career,
Well, let me ask you this. What would have been a perfect time for you, Paul? Let's make sure we get this
when
right.
I was 24 years old,
Okay.
you give me Shaq. When I'm 24, 25, you give me LeBron and Bosh. I'll be sitting on 5 or 6 championships, easy.
So then who has the better NBA
but
career?
I played 10, Please, I played 10 years with who?
You know what?
With who?
Antoine Walker. But here's the thing.
Come on, man. Definitely has to play better, but as a team, I don't know where Milwaukee goes from here because
What do you
Whoa. So is
listen.
this over?
No, listen, I think it's over.
This series is over.
Yeah, they
One
lost.
game? You just sat there and said that they could win an NBA championship.
Yeah, I did say that, but
One game.
I think styles make fights in boxing.
We
and
know
I
the
think
style of both
matchup-
teams before the series started.
Yeah, but it just seemed like Milwaukee was the way better team throughout the regular season. But when I watched this today, if Giannis doesn't have a monster game and somebody else besides him doesn't step up, Boston is just going to out-talent them. Because when you look down the line, even if Kyrie Irving doesn't have a great game, Tatum, he didn't play too well today. He can step up big the next game. So it's like, as a Milwaukee, as a coaching staff, do I say, okay, do we focus our concentration on Kyrie? Because now Tatum can step up. Guys like Marcus Morris can step up. Terry Rozier. And that's why the Celtics are dangerous. They just have more. They have more talent than the Milwaukee Bucks.
They're without Brogdon, but they're without Marcus Smart. But here's the thing, like a guy like Brook Lopez is a knockdown three-point shooter. But the biggest guy or the best defender up front is Al Horford. He's guarding the Greek Freak, which means Lopez is always going to be guarded by a smaller guy. He got to get inside like he did his first 7 years of his career and punish somebody.
Yeah, 3 points
That
probably
also
not.
will take a lot of pressure off Giannis. And the other thing, and Doug Collins and I used to talk about this a lot, the game is really hard when you can't consistently make jump shots. And Giannis, the best player with the ball, if he's not making jump shots, they just shrink the floor.
Over, he said. It's over.
I like Luka Doncic.
No, Chich.
All right, there you go. I mean, he's exciting. I mean, he's a great passer. He
Agreed.
makes crazy shots, I feel like, every night. I mean, this.
Time in three-pointers made, Clay 18th. You scored over 2,600 more points over the same span as Clay's career. So I ask you, is Clay a better wing shooter than you were in
Yes.
your prime?
But you're asking Paul.
What, is he a better?
Wing shooter. It's okay. You can say yeah.
I'm going to say no. Because this is why. In clutch situations,
Why are you staring at me like that?
it was money in the bank.
He's-
Yeah, but it will be Steph.
It will be.
It will be Steph.
He's not a wing, though.
Wait.
What is Steph?
He's a point guard.
He's a wing guy.
What?
He's a wing guy. He's a combo guard. That's not a point guard.
Get this show over with,
He's
man.
a wing guy. But Ray Allen, he's
So
the best
Steph
pure
Curry
shooter of
is
all
not
time.
he's a wing guy?
Yeah, he just.
What is a wing guy?
He just
I like
plays
it.
the point.
Wing guy's fun.
He's a combo.